How is it going? Your boy's still a little bit sick, but I'm feeling a little bit better. So I finally have my voice back a little bit. I could talk. That's something, you know. But yeah, anyways, so I'm starting up the stream a little bit later today. Um, I had my reasons, in which I explained yesterday, in which I'll explain now, just in case maybe you guys aren't, up to date. But yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Now let's go ahead and let me start up the stream here in the Discord because people keep asking me, they're like, "Yo, like, is there gonna be a live stream today?" Like, even though I did explain it like a million times. All right, but yeah, I'll explain it just one more time just in case. All right, guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and start this live trading up. Yo, what's good, guys? What's going on? What's going on? Let me see. What's good, guys? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. I told you, man. I literally told you guys. Look, today we're starting the stream like what, like 20 minutes later. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of planning on doing it like a little bit later, even from now, like around 10 or something. But I'm like, you know what? Let me just get on and you know, you got on early. No, no, no. Don't worry. I'm not getting on because I'm gonna trade. Don't worry, don't worry. But I do feel like a lot of you guys were asking me like, yo, like, is there gonna be a live? And I kept repeating myself. So I'm like, you know what, bro? Um, I'm just gonna get on so I can avoid these questions and just wait with you guys. But yeah, hopefully you guys are doing good. But yeah, anyways, so let's go ahead and get this started. All right, guys. So today, what did I tell you guys yesterday? You sound better. Oh yeah. I've been drinking some tea and all that stuff. I'm still a little sick, but I have my voice back. So, or a little bit. I have a bit of my voice back. Anyways, so guys, um, so yesterday I told you guys that today I was gonna try and kind of see if I can avoid the first 20, 30 minutes of market open to avoid the unstableness, I guess you can say. And we did just that. And look at the 1 minute time frame, guys. Look at this, bro. Look at this. Every candle. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but in our last few losing trades in which we've gotten, um, those trades tend to lose when we're trying to trade a market that looks exactly like this on the 1 minute time frame. So what are we gonna do with this? Well, obviously not trading. All right, guys. The 1 minute, the 5 minute, and the 15 minute time frame look very, very bad right now. Although we do have some nearby setups, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Today might just be one of the longer type of days, um, in which we stay patient and wait for a setup rather than trying to force out a setup anywhere nearby, even if it looks good. All right, because once again, I get it. We have our read, we have a bias, or we're forming one, and we have a nearby setup. But I do want to be a little bit more cautious this week. I don't want to be giving you guys a million trades just to say that I give you guys a trade. I want to be giving out quality trades. All right. So although we have a setup nearby, um, there's no way I'm taking it with the 1 minute looking like this. Like if we're gonna be grinding up like this, I'm not taking it. No way. All right, guys. Now, actually, wait. Actually, let me start my YouTube stream here before I do anything. But what's up, guys? What's up, guys on YouTube? Hope you guys are doing good. But yeah. Okay, let me start my stream on YouTube real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. I put CPI news. My bad. Did I mean CPI news? Okay, there we go. All right, let me copy and paste this real quick, guys. Give me 1 sec. Trading NQ right now. Did I put the right link? I think I did, right? APG. Yeah, I did. Okay. 1 sec, guys, because I'm trying to put this out real quick. All right, and put it out there and then put it out here as well. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. Anyways, all right. So guys, no. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so yeah, anyways, guys, first of all, welcome. I still have a little bit of coughing, so I apologize. But guys, welcome to the stream. All right, guys. Anyways, so yeah, looking at market open, we do have a few things that's going on, but like I said, I do want to be a little bit more cautious for two reasons. All right, or yeah, two reasons. All right. Reason number one, which is going to be the most important reason, which I don't know if it's still happening, but coming to market open today, a few of you guys actually tried trading the open, and trading it was giving out a few issues. I don't know if it's for everyone. I don't know if it's still happening. I don't know. So I need you guys to kind of update me on how, maybe if you're in a trade, let me know if you can sell, if everything looks good, let me know. All right. But from what I saw, a few people were kind of struggling to sell, maybe a little bit of slippage, a little bit of a delayed thing. It's good now. Okay. So we don't have to worry about that. Perfect. All right. So we don't have to worry about that. Anyways, so coming into market open today, what exactly is going on? Well, coming into market open today, we actually ended up taking out a pretty good low over here. I'm assuming this is going to be our London low. It is, yes, because we don't have any nearby lows. At 24,798. With us taking out this drawn liquidity at 24,798, we went ahead and took it out, and we tried sweeping it about 3 times now. And now is when we're trying to get the D-Wall sweep into a more bullish bias. All right. Does this mean we can expect higher? Yes. Does this mean we're going to trade it? Not yet. All right, guys, remember, what did I tell you guys yesterday? If we want more quantity in this type of market, we need to be patient. All right, guys. Now, what do I mean by this? You might be like, but David, like dude, we have a DOL sweep right here. We're pumping up. We have a fair value gap set up above. Why can't we just take it? You can, but the thing is, look at the price action. Look at this. Look at the 1 minute. Look at the 5 minute. It's wicks everywhere. So for me, for today, since I'm assuming a lot of you guys are pretty green for this week. I'm assuming, right? If you took every trade that we've taken and everything, you guys should be pretty green for this week. So we can be a little bit more patient on our setups to get higher quality. All right, guys. So what we could do here is today, I'm willing to get more of a what's it called of a what's it called of a later trade. All right, I know right now we're getting more of a bullish bias. We're pumping up. We have good stuff, right? But I'm willing to skip out on this setup, whether it works out or not, to not only see if fair value gaps are going to be respected today from this 15-minute gap here, which is about 56 points, right? This will kind of tell us if fair value gaps are going to be respected today, how they're going to be reacting off not one, but 2 or 3 or 4 fair value gaps or whatever. So what I want to see here is I want the market to move a little bit more stable. All right. I get it. Right now we're pumping up. Look at this. We're pumping up. Right. But I do not want to be trading this just yet. I'm going to skip out on this setup. All right. Why? I just don't really feel like it's the most highest quality setup. If you guys want to take the setup, go ahead. All right. But I'm not going to take it. All right. Why? I just feel like price right now isn't moving as good as it could be moving. Especially with all of the wicks in the 1 minute, these pretty volatile candles. I just want more of a chill, laid back market. All right. So what do I want to do if I want to be skipping out on the main setup here? Well, first of all, right now we just finished taking out another level of liquidity at 24,897. All right, guys. With us taking out this drawn liquidity at 897, with whatever reaction we get based off this drawn liquidity, in which it seems like we're kind of rejecting from right now, we can actually start basing our new buys from it. So if we want to hold above it, we'll just continue going higher. If we want to start holding below it, I guess we'll just trade in a range or lean more towards a bearish bias. All right. So what we can do here is, for me, I'm going to skip out on this setup. I'm going to use this setup to kind of show me how the market wants to move today, whether it wants to respect the fair value gaps, whether it wants to be very choppy, random pullbacks, very volatile. It will tell us everything. All right. Then once it tells us everything and we get what we want to see, what we can do is get another 40-point pump, which is not too much, I want to say. And then we approach the next fair value cap above, which also looks slightly better. All right. So if the bias is very, very bullish, or the momentum is very, very bullish, and we just go straight up, just like yesterday, just like this, right? I'm sure we should be able to approach this fair value gap with no issue, inverse this fair value gap, and still have enough room to have a pretty good price target for about 50 points, right, into our drawn liquidity. All right. And then someone said here, there's another fair value gap up here. Yeah, but I mean, it really all depends on the volume. All right. Once again, this setup does not look bad. And once again, I'm telling you guys, if you want to take it, go ahead. I'm just gonna skip out on it because I want to get a little bit more of a quality trade. I want to try to be a little bit more patient in the market for these next few days and see how that kind of treats me. Whether I see more consistency, whether I see that if maybe I'm wasting time, missing out on more setups. That's all just kind of testing right now. But yeah, once again, if you guys want to take the setup, it looks good. By all means, it's all set up and ready. I'm just not going to take it because obviously I'm kind of a little bit skeptical with this market, especially with the volume. It looks very, very iffy. All right. So all I want to see is more of a day like yesterday, which I'm sure you guys remember. We ended up taking longs and we caught this entire pump up here all in one go. That's what I want to see. I want to see the market today pretty much try to pump up all in one go, take out these two fair value gaps, we enter, and then we just have our price target up here, and then maybe even up here. All right, guys, that's what we want to see today. All right, David, for the stop loss, how big are we thinking? Okay, so I don't know if you guys were paying attention yesterday, but I did say that I want to start going back to my 40 point stop losses. But here's the thing, and I want you guys to really pay attention here. All right, so let's take the trade from Tuesday, for example, right? The trade from Tuesday ended up seeing about 40 points, 45 points green, right? But we got stopped on that trade. Why did that happen? Well, because if our stop loss is about 60 points and we saw 40, 50 points green on the trade, that means that we're still not getting that one-to-one that we want to see, right? In which we can, but we didn't want to take profits yet. So I feel like when we're trading, or how we've been trading recently with these really big stop losses, it when we hit those winning trades, it gives us a lot of breathing room in the trade in general. But when we hit a winning trade, it's a trade that's over 100 points, and that's amazing, right? But the thing is, not every trade is going to be over 100 points. So what does that mean for us? Well, what that, oh my, I don't know if you guys saw that candle. Jeez. Anyways, what that means for us is that, yes, when we hit these trades, we're going to be getting huge 100 plus point trades. But our consistency and our win rate will be so much lower, which is why you guys probably have noticed maybe in the last week or two that our win rate, it's been pretty good still. Like we've been hitting some pretty good trades, but we've been getting a little bit of losers here and there when we shouldn't be. All right. Tuesday, for example, right? Our first of 3 trades that we caught was a losing trade, even though we saw 40, 50 points in profit. All right. So pretty much what I want to do is I want to try to get my consistency a little bit higher up, just like how we usually have it, about a 78, 80% win rate. That's what it usually is. And, we can get that by having a smaller stop loss, but an earlier take profit. Now, what are the risks to this? Well, if we're trading a very volatile market, pretty much what can end up happening is that we will be getting stopped out a lot sooner. Like any small pullback can stop us out, which is why I had a bigger stop loss in the first place. All right, guys. So yeah. And then what else? But the thing is that if we have a smaller stop loss, we will have a smaller take profit, which will be at our 1-to-1. So if we have a 40-point stop loss, we will have a 40-point take profit rather than having a 70-point stop loss and a 70-point take profit, right? So although we have a smaller stop loss, we'll have a closer price target. So if price shoots up as we enter, we'll hit the price target straight away, and then we go risk-free from there, right? So each of these things, whether it's a bigger stop loss or a smaller stop loss, it has its pros and cons, pretty much. All right. So yeah. Anyways, once again, the market right now isn't really doing much. I mean, we kind of just like, I don't know, in the span of 2 minutes, a lot has happened. Like I said, I don't really trust this gap, although it does look good and everything. I don't really trust this gap yet. I want to see a little bit more, what's the word, stability in the market. Right now, obviously, this does not look so tradable, even though we have our buys, confirmations, and setup. I just don't really like the way that this is really moving. So yeah, I kind of just want to wait for this to kind of move a little bit better, pretty much. But yeah, we're bouncing off the 5-minute bullish rally gap. I mean, I don't really see a 5-minute bullish rally gap anywhere, unless you're talking about this one. This is not really a gap. But yeah, now we're pumping up a little bit. Like I said, I'm not going to take the setup. If you like it, if you want to take the risk, by all means, go ahead. Right? Once again, this setup looks good. I just don't really trust the way that price is moving right now, especially with Trump speaking right now. I think he's still speaking. I could be wrong, but yeah. As you said, you're going to enter off the second gap, but there's another gap right above that one. Yeah, it's totally fine as long as price looks good and stable. If we're able to inverse this one, we should be able to inverse this tiny gap here. a 20-point gap. So for example, if we enter here and we pump up 20 points, we already inverse the next gap. So it's not going to be a big deal. All right. But as long as price looks very stable and it continues going, then it'll look good. All right. Trump is still speaking. Okay. Perfect. Good to know. Good to know. So for now, obviously for me, I'm going to obviously stay a little bit cash. But right now, I mean, it seems like we're inverting this fair value gap and we're already pumping up. I mean, we've already pumped up about 30 points already, which is not bad. So I want to see if price is able to kind of just pump more up into this inverse, and then I'll take the longs. You're taking it? Okay, yeah, no problem. Like I said, guys, this setup does not look bad, right? I just personally want to get more quality behind today and tomorrow's session. So right now with the way that price is moving, as you guys can see, it's like it's inversing, it's rejecting, it's inversing, it's rejecting. Like I want inverse straight up. That's what I want to see. Inverse straight up. Let me see. Now trade of it is bugging. Super late fill, and it took like 2 minutes for my stop loss to get set. Ooh, that's not good. What about the view up? Are you watching that? Well, I don't really have a setup right now, or I'm not really considering taking a setup, so I have the view up off. Oh, and it actually seems like we're rejecting from the band here. Good to know. Good to know. Like I said, I'm not really too familiar with view up, but I do want to implement it a little bit more into my strategy with some trades. So yeah, it's cool to see that we inverse this value gap, we hit the view up area or the band area, I guess that's what you call it, and we're actually rejecting from it right now. But now you guys see why I want to avoid these type of setups for now, right? Price just isn't moving super good. You know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah. Can you post a guide on view up later? Well, I've never really traded it, so I'm gonna do my research. I'm gonna see how it implements with my strategy, and like if I can try like a kind of find like a trading style for it. Um, but yeah, so far, I mean, now you guys can see why I didn't want to trade this, right? Because once again, I'm not saying that the setup can't work. It's just there's just wicks in every candle. I don't want to be trading this type of market. I want to be trading a market like yesterday, right? Yesterday, for example, what did we do? Yesterday, we took the inverse, and then it just went straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. No wicks, no nothing. That's what I want to see. All right. That's what I'm telling you guys. I don't want to take the first inverse. Price looks very questionable. All right, guys. And look at exactly what's happening. Once again, I'm not saying this can't work. This could be just a slight pullback, but I don't trust it enough. All right. And even the same, it can be the same case in this fair value up here. I'm not telling you guys that I want to take it if we approach it, but if price is looking the same way that it is right now, I'm simply just not going to trade it. That simple. All right. So yeah. Horrible. I'm telling you guys. Why did you guys think I told you guys yesterday? Be patient. Wait for the open to happen. Because the reason I'm telling you guys is I'm not telling you guys, oh yeah, just wait 30 minutes and automatically after 30 minutes after market open, every setup is gonna work. No. The reason I told you guys this yesterday was because I'm telling you guys, wait for the first 30 minutes of market open, because this is typically where price is the most unstable and most volatile, right? Depending on the reaction from the first 20, 30 minutes coming into market open, this should be able to tell you how the market is going to be moving for the rest of the morning. What did we do today? We looked at the first 30 minutes of market open, first 20, 30 minutes of market open. What did we see? What did the market tell us? The market told us, hey, I don't know where I want to go. I have a green candle, red candle, green candle, red candle, and in every candle, most of the candle is a wick. What does that tell us? Indecision. This tells us that the market does not know itself what it wants to do. So with whatever setup you have, whether you might know what the market might want to do, if the market does not know what it wants to do on its own, it will not move in your direction. All right, guys, and that's why I told you guys yesterday. This is why I want to start waiting a little bit more before I start the streams after market open. It tells us what we want to know. All right, and that's why I told you guys. Look, for example, right, in any other day before we came to the conclusion yesterday in which we wanted to stay a little bit more cash, right? What would have happened? Well, this setup would have been pretty good. I would have told you guys, right now we have a lot of buying pressure. Bro, my laptop keeps connecting. I would have been like, guys, we have a lot of buying pressure kicking in right now. We have a DO sweep. We're holding above the drawn liquidity above as well. I'm gonna look to take longs off this inverse. We take it, and boom, we would have gotten stopped out. Why? Because I would have known that the market is not moving, but yet I would have still wanted to put out a setup for you guys just to put out a setup, and boom, it would have stopped us out. So right here, we pretty much avoided ourselves an unnecessary loss by staying patient and understanding what the market is doing, in which we haven't been doing lately because we've been trying to trade the opening price being so volatile. All right, and I've learned that yes, although if you catch the right move, you make a lot of money. There's just so much risk that it's not being mentioned. All right, so yeah. No, I know about this. It's just for me, I have this habit of I like to trade to trade. Like I like to promote my trades. Like I want to be known as this guy caught this move today. This guy caught that move yesterday. This what I mean. I don't know if it makes sense, but sometimes I just trade to put setups out there. Like sometimes I'll know like bro, this is not a setup that I would usually take, but I do want to put out a setup because I want to give you guys a setup, right? I'm sure you guys have heard me say that multiple times. I'm kind of sick and tired of doing that because obviously look at how it's been going out recently, all right? So yeah. It's my birthday, David. Let's get this trade quick. Tell it to the market, bro. Tell it to the market. But yeah. Anyways, let me check out how ES is moving here because I completely forgot to mark on my levels. Actually, let me do that real quick. There you go. Okay, and then ES has the same exact fair value gap right over here. Perfect. Can anyone fill me in if Trump is still speaking or is he done? Still speaking? Okay. When is the indicator update? Okay, so little update for you guys. The script is done. We pretty much have the update ready. We're just doing a little bit of testing to make sure that there's no bugs, everything looks good. I was talking to Hanif yesterday. I'm pretty sure it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. It should be ready hopefully by this weekend. Once again, it's already done. Like it's already coded. We're just making sure that we don't release it and everyone has issues and all that stuff. We don't want that. So yeah. But no, guys, I'm gonna tell you one thing, guys. It's insane. It's a little bit more consistent with its setups. It chooses better setups as well. And overall, it's just everything is just so much better. Like you guys are gonna update it. It's gonna feel like a whole new script. What is the update? Okay, so the main thing for the update is okay. So on the side, obviously, I'm sure some first things first, the indicator is new. So obviously, when we released it, there's gonna be a few bugs here and there. It's normal. It happens with anything. All right. So right now in this current update, there's a few bugs here and there that happen. It's not anything crazy, but obviously it's not something that we want to see. All right. So obviously we got some bugs fixed. The main thing is, guys, hear me out here. All right. Hear me out. The main thing is Hanif was able to code the indicator so that if you're off the charts and you have the TradeAway app on your phone, if it finds a bias, if it finds a setup, if it confirms the entry, if it hits a price target, if it hits a stop loss, it will send a notification to your phone saying, hey, NQ, what's it called? NQ longs at this price. Or PT1 hit, take scales here. Hon, if you're in here, if you can send some screenshots so I can show it on the stream. Is stealing Neo? No. I don't. That's the guy from RPs, right? Yeah, it is. It is. No, I don't really talk to him. It's just me and Hanif doing it. But yeah, Hanif, if you have any screenshots that you could show, Actually, I can probably find that. Hold up. Actually, no, because that's stream mode. Um, but yeah, what's the indicator win rate? Okay, so after this update, where I'm actually gonna start journaling every trade that it finds. Oh yeah, here's an okay. So guys, check this out. Check this out. So this is the current the update the updated version. This is how it's gonna be sending you notifications to your phone when it finds a bias. It'll tell you the bias is established. NQ just swept the low at the price. And now it's holding above the drawn liquidity, giving us a bullish bias. And obviously, if that bullish bias is followed along with good buying pressure and into a setup, it'll tell you that price is approaching the long entry. So obviously, this is pretty much a notification that's like, hey, start opening your trading view and start paying attention because we're approaching a setup. And then once the setup is confirmed, it will send you a notification saying that the indicator went ahead and confirmed NQ longs at this given price with these three price targets and the stop loss. Pretty much the same way that how I would alert a trade, but it's being done automatically by the indicator with whatever trade it finds. All right. Now, and obviously it will tell you like, hey, PT1 was hit for 35 points. Here's a 1-to-1. So consider moving your stop loss and, all that good stuff, right? Typically the same way I would alert my trades, right? Now, keep this in mind, guys, all right? Obviously, this looks amazing. But one thing I will tell you guys is this indicator, it doesn't have emotions. It doesn't have rules. So it will be alerting and showing you every single setup that it finds. For me, I typically take 1 or 2 trades a day and I get off. All right. So with this indicator, you're gonna be seeing a lot more setups being alerted, being traded, being played out, so much more. All right, guys. So if you guys are that type of person that you want a million trades in a day, right? Obviously, if it looks good, then the indicator will help you out a ton. All right. If you wanna learn, or maybe you're at school or at work and you need notifications because you can't be on the charts because maybe you can't get caught. This can help you out with the notifications as well, in which it can tell you, hey, get on, or there's no point of getting on or anything. So yeah, hopefully you guys are as hyped as we are with this update because it's gonna be insane. All right, guys. So yeah, once again, pretty much the whole idea of this update is notifications. Everything is gonna be notified to your phone. All right, guys, or even to your computer if you have TradingView, the TradingView app, pretty much. All right, guys. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty sick. I'm pretty hyped for it. All right, guys. Oh yeah, here's some more screenshots. All right. Look, alert number 1, price approaching the short entry. Boom. NQ shorts, because obviously it confirmed the short entry and all that stuff. And then the bias established. So it will go like this. So bias first, price is approaching the entry, and then the entry is confirmed. Boom. And then obviously the other screenshots will be price targets or stopped out or whatever. Right? Whatever the trade does. Right. And here's some more screenshots. All right. Look at this. So price approaching the short entry, confirm the shorts. Shorts played out for 35 points. Move your stop loss to break even. TP2 hit for 80 points. All right, guys. So it pretty much guides you through the whole trade, even if you're not on the chart. All right, guys. So it's going to be crazy. All right. And once again, we kind of just coded this so it's with our strategy. So everything here is the same way I would have done it. All right. Fair value gaps, confirmations, bias, drawn liquidity, volume, everything all coded into this indicator. All right, guys. So it's going to be crazy. And it should hopefully hopefully it should hopefully be ready by this week or next week. All right, guys. Once it's ready, don't worry, I'll post it. You guys can always find all of the updates whenever it's ready in this channel here under indicator updates. We've only updated it once because obviously it's still fairly new, but you'll find the next update in this channel here under indicator updates. All right, and then here it'll show I made a guide on how to update your indicator, how to set your indicator settings according to your trading style, and all that stuff. All right, guys. But yeah. So the last update we did was about 2 months ago, actually. Yeah, about 2-3 months ago. So yeah, this new update is gonna be insane. It's gonna be a whole new indicator. All right, guys. So yeah, it's pretty hype. But yeah, anyways, let's get back into the markets. Now, don't worry, we haven't missed out on anything. The market has been doing absolutely nothing. All right, guys. How come you don't use the indicator anymore? Well, I actually do use it. I don't use it on stream because I don't really feel the need to really use it on stream because once again, the indicator is based off what I would do. So I don't really need the indicator telling me, hey, David will do this. I'm David because I know I'll do this. You know what I mean? So I feel like I don't need it on. The indicator is more for you guys. You know what I mean? Now, you guys might have heard me say I do use it, but I don't use it on stream. How does that make sense? No, oh my God. Wait, price is actually getting a little bit more volatile here. Anyways, I use it to find my levels of liquidity the night of or the morning of me waking up. All right, guys? Because obviously, if I'm waking up at like 9:20 and I have to set up the stream, the Discord, the alerts, everything, I don't really have time to be looking around for fair value gaps and levels of liquidity, right? So typically all I do is look at this, guys. Look, I'm gonna delete my chart. Actually, let me not risk delete my chart. Let me go on MQ. So look, every morning, right? Let's say for example, I don't have my levels marked out. I'm like, oh, like I don't really feel like finding my levels of liquidity. I'm gonna quickly go here, turn on the indicator, wait for it to turn on, give it like, a few seconds because it's a big script. Give it a few seconds to load up. Let me go on the 15-minute actually. There you go. Give it a few seconds to load up. And then once it loads up, it will find me all of the best nearby levels of liquidity, all of the best fair value gaps in whatever range. I'm like, okay, I like this setup, I like this level, I like the setup, I like this level as well. Mark it out, mark it out, mark it out. Turn off the indicator, get into the stream. All right, guys, look at this, just like that. Look, found a fair value gap here, found a fair value gap here, found the London high here, found the low here, found the low here, found another fair value gap, another fair value gap. It does the job for me. All right, guys. Then once I've marked out all of my levels of liquidity, I'm like, okay, everything is all good. Let me turn off the indicator, which will look like this. And I'm all good for the stream. I started the stream and we go from there. All right, guys, just like that. All right. So yeah. So that's how I personally use it. Once again, I don't use it on stream because I don't feel like I need to use it on stream. Once again, the indicator is coded to be trading like how I would. So I'm not gonna be on and be like, I wonder how David's trading this right now. I'm David. You know what I mean? I know how I'm gonna be trading it. You know what I mean? So yeah. But for those that maybe wanna chart on, hold on, I need some water here. Maybe for those that want to be charting on their own, or maybe want more help on a hands-on chart or whatever, maybe you just want the indicator to show you signals even if I'm not trading. That's what the indicator is pretty much made for. All right. No, yo. You guys aren't David, bro. I'm David, yo. but yeah. But yeah, no, the indicator is more for you guys to help you out more hands-on. Obviously, I'm not gonna go to your house and get your laptop or computer and be like, this is how you mark your level of liquidity. No, I'm not gonna do it for you. You know what I mean? But that's what the indicator is pretty much for. Like, just imagine me in your chart, marking out your levels, right, and giving you setups, right? So that's pretty much what it's made for. All right. But yeah, now once again, I haven't really been promoting the indicator at all or really encouraging anyone to get it because once again, I don't really feel like it works good, but it can be better. And this update is gonna be the best thing we could do. So once the update is out, I'm gonna do a bit of promotions. And maybe I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I do want to get you guys to try it out. Maybe we try it on stream, or maybe I give out access for like a few days. So you guys can try it out, give us some feedback on which we can work on, or maybe it works perfectly, and then we go from there. All right, guys. So yeah, I'm very excited for that. 6-month trial. Yeah. Come on now, bro. But yeah. What's the cost? It's $25. But I don't want to promote it just yet. Although you can get it and use it right now. It's not fully updated yet. So once the update is out, which hopefully is this week, boom, I'll show you. I'll let you guys use it and you guys let me know how it works. All right. I like the indicator a lot. Can't wait for the update. Dude, the update is gonna be crazy. Per month, yeah. That's what I hype it, but I don't think this will be the biggest change we do to it. No way. I mean, dude, okay. I feel like the biggest change we could do to the indicator is automate it. Like, have it actually enter trades for you, in which I'm sure we can get done. But that's not my plans with this Discord right now. Like, I'm not trying to be like an automated trading Discord. How do we get it? It's right here. Once again, like, you don't have to get it right now. It's not really like, I mean, if you get it right now, like, it can work. But if you want the most of the most, just wait for the update. Another large wick? Yeah, bro. The market is still kind of chopping up here. I literally told you guys, don't trade the first 30 minutes, and we avoided ourselves not only a headache but a loss. So I'm really happy with that. And it'd be like, we don't trust bots, bro. Bots with my money. Yeah, me neither. I don't really trust any automated thing. I don't really know how automated. Like, I don't really see how that works. Like, I don't know. Because I know there's a few traders out there. Are you gonna offer lifetime or annual fees? It has lifetime. But once again, I'm not really promoting it right now. Like, once again, if you guys want to get it, you can. It'll be automatically updated as well once it's out. But if you want to just wait for the update, just wait for it. Trump is still speaking? No way. This is how discretion what we do. Yeah, the thing is, once again, the indicator can be automated. I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it. But yes, it can. Just let it be known that it can be automated. But is that my plan right now with you guys? No. I want to teach you guys. You know what I mean? This is what I find my passion in. You know, teaching, making money with you guys. If I kind of just put everything all into one script, I kind of don't have a purpose anymore. You know what I mean? Like, sure, like I can make it cost money and I make so much money from it and everything. But that's not my goal. Like I don't really find passion in that. Um, you know, making money from us. Well, yeah, I mean, if I'm gonna sell an automated thing, yeah, once again, like if I put my whole strategy and automate it so it enters and exits for you guys, yeah, it can be good for everyone, but that's not really my purpose, bro. Like I don't really want to do that. You know, like I want to get on, I want to trade, I want to make money, I want to learn, I want to do this, I want to do that. You know, bro, bro said, nah, literally, like, yeah. But once again, like I don't really. It's not the money that I really care about. I just, I love what I do. Like I have passion in getting on, winning, losing, learning, talking, teaching. That's what I love. It gets me distracted for at least the whole morning, and it helps me feel like satisfied. You know what I mean? Like if I put everything into a script, it's like okay, I'm gonna wake up and do what? Watch TikTok. While everyone is getting trades from a robot. Like that's not really my purpose. Yes, because he doesn't make money with us, more from us. Okay, I've been very transparent with it. Well, first of all, I'm on stream right now, so you guys watch me catch every trade that I alert and make money from, and the payouts that I show. But once again, guys, I've already said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm not really scared to say it. Um, this Discord, I never imagined it for it to be this big ever. Like maybe 100 people, sure. Like even then, that was a dream. But I can't really control how fast I grow. Nor if you guys want to buy the skill that I sell. So I can't really control it. I mean, if you kind of have a problem with it, you can, you can kind of like I don't know, I don't know what to say. But once again, I will never hide it from you guys. Like, yes, I make money from Discord. Um, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Like I said, I even if I had 3 people in here, in which I don't know if for my OGs in here, I don't know if you guys remember this, but back then for literally like over 1 or 2 years, back then before I blew up, I would be live streaming every single day with 10, 20 people. Did that stop me? Was I like, dude, I'm not making money from Discord, like I'm done? No, I still kept going. Like I didn't really care about people joining. Um, oh yeah, look, Stacks is one of my OGs in here. Eric is one of my OGs. Hanif is one of my OGs in here. Yeah, my guys for like 1.5 years actually. My streams would be averaging 10, 15 people max, and I still had a lot of fun. Like I still taught, I still did what I did. I was making like maybe like what, like $500 a month from Discord. Did I care? No, I mean, I still did what I did. You know what I mean? Once again, all of you guys in here can leave one day, and I'll still be doing what I do because it's what I find joy in. You know what I mean? If I'm at least teaching and helping out one person, that's enough for me. You know what I mean? One thing, guys, the payouts that I get from Apex, like pretty much every month or so, it's enough to kind of let me live for like a whole year. Like, I'm not really someone that really requires money to live like that. Like really all I spend my money on is food and games. Like, I just have passion in this, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what you guys want me to say, you know? How much is your rent? It's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. I'm right now I'm paying like what, like 4.7K. Um, but yeah, I mean it's Miami, so yeah, it's a bit, bro. It's a bit. Need payouts for car parts, dude. I was driving my car yesterday, bro. I need to change the shifter, bro, because going from second to third, it's so. I don't know if you guys. for my car people in here, and once again, guys, I know I'm kind of getting a little bit sidetracked, not talking about the charts. Once again, there's not much I can really talk about when the market is doing literally nothing. So we're just here waiting for it to do something. But guys, okay, so for my car people in here, so with my Honda, um, the way that I bought it, the guy had it built so it has I think it's called a short shifter, right? So when you go from second to third or first to second, you barely have to touch the you barely have to select the gear for it to go into gear. And when I'm going from second to third, like it's weird. I don't know. Like it feels like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. That's the hard part. So I kind of want to. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Someone said, how much is your rent? I didn't really process that. I'm not renting. I own it. It's a how do you say mortgage? Yeah, a mortgage. That thing. It's 4.7. Your transmission is probably slipping. No, no, no. It's not. It's not because every gear it goes in smoothly. And what's it called? It's um, it's like if I do it like patiently, like slowly, it'll go into gear super smooth. But if I do it like aggressive, like it makes like a clicking sound. I think it's the synchros. I could be wrong though. I have to see. It's your synchros. You think? But like, dude, I can be like holding it at the limit, like pa 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 pa, and then I go from second to third. And if I do it like calmly, like not like like pushing into it, but like just slowly, like gently into it, it'll go into gear into third. But if I do it like that, it'll feel like it's clicking, and then it goes like it doesn't like stutter or like grind or do anything. It just like it feels like it clicks, and then it goes. I think those are the synchros. Dude, it could be so many things, bro. Damn. That might be the blinker fluid. All right, bro. What kind of car do you have? It's a Honda, but it's built, so I would have to show you pictures of it. But yeah. Do you go into any car meets in Miami? I haven't been going recently, but once I get pretty much the car's pretty much ready. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go to some car meets soon. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll probably post them. So if you guys maybe want to, meet up or whatever, please don't be weird and look, when I'm outside, when I'm not on stream, I don't talk about trading. All right, guys, like just I'm a human. You know what I mean? Like I like to have fun, with other things. Damn, that is nice as fuck, bro. What the hell? I know that shit's loud as hell, bro. That Mustang. Queer, queer into cars have to chase. That one's nice. I was actually thinking about getting a chaser because I'm trying to build like a JDM collection, right? But I want to start off with like a Honda, bro. You can't ever go wrong with a Honda. But yeah. No work talk outside of work. Exactly, bro. Like if you ever see me in person, all that stuff, like I'm trying to disconnect, right? I'm going out because I'm trying to disconnect from the markets. It's all I do, you know. Can we? No, no, yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you still have your Z06? Yes, my Z06 is my daily, and my Honda is more of my enjoyment car. Well, to be fair, it's kind of forced to be my enjoyment car because that car has no radio, it has no AC, and it's very rough. It's on, it's yeah, it's very very rough. So yeah. So let me answer my bro. Maybe one day I'll do like I don't know. I've always wanted to do like one of those like in person classes. I just don't know how to set it up. I got a Chevy Spark, bro. Don't underestimate that car, bro. I show for sure. I would love to do it. But yeah. Wait, I didn't hear. Do you still have that beautiful? Yes, it is my daily car. Yes, whenever I want to go out, like calm, comfortable, I'll take out the Z06. What is this price action, dude? I don't know, bro. But I'm not touching it until it gets better. Because right now we're pumping. I hope we don't pump too much in this chop, but because I want like a stable market. I don't want to be trading this. Yeah, do I really need to figure out that second to third? I don't know if I'm pretty sure it has to be the synchros. But I don't know because once again I could be literally like abusing it in second gear, and then if I gently go to third gear, it's like nothing happened. But if I go just slightly too aggressive or just slightly like Mainly too aggressive. Like it feels like it clicks into something. Are you dumping the clutch? No. I don't know what it could be though. Like change the transmission oil. If that's not the case, then it's the synchros. But do you think just because it's a short shifter, could that be the case? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna change the shifter either way. I don't like the way that the guy had it. No. Hmm. Maybe the bushings in the transmission. No, the bushings are for sure bad. I do have to change those because the it feels like I don't know, like what's the word, um like it doesn't feel like the shifter doesn't feel stiff even when it's in like first gear. Like you could still wobble it around. So the bushings are for sure like very bad. So I'm gonna change that for sure. I feel like that's like the first step in which I should change before I spend a few $100 on trying to fix it, or maybe a few $1,000. I'm not trying to just burn that money away. Is it combobulator? Yeah, probably. It's definitely synchros, bushings, or no, I don't have a cable for the shift. It's like it's kind of like just like let me show you guys. Hold on. Shift linkage. It's kind of just like a bar. It's not like there's no cables, there's nothing. If that's what you guys are talking about. Because I know there's some Hondas that they go based off like actual like wires and cables. But look, this is the the thing right here. So I just have to change the bushings right here and like right here. Maybe that's probably the reason. Like right here, no, right here, and right here. Pretty sure. I don't know. Maybe I just buy a new one. I don't think I need to buy a new one though. I mean, I'm sure it's good. I hope it's good. But yeah, it's just the bushings. You think? I'm gonna try it out. I'm sure it's just a little rubber piece. I'll change that out. It's gonna be maybe a few bucks, and maybe just like an hour or two, or maybe all day. You know how it goes. It's typically when it's an easy job, it's never an easy job. So yeah. Look up shift for the picture. What do you mean? It's easy to change, bro. You can do it yourself. I know. But dude, I know that when I look under that car, bro, it's not gonna be just the bushings. I already know, bro. I'm gonna prepare myself for that. You guys already know, bro. A quick job always turns into a all day job, bro. You already know. It always happens, bro. Always. That's nice. I've never been someone to like old cars though. Like classy cars. I don't know. Like they're cool. They're clean. It's just not something I would drive. I've never really like found the hype in them. David, why are you not taking now the long? I mean, bro, look at the price, bro. Look at the 1 minute. It's super choppy, bro. I'm not trying to trade this. I don't want to give you guys a bad trade in this market, bro. Maybe you should do, bro. I'm not trying to give you guys a bad trade in this market. So I'm waiting for the market to kind of just stabilize, be a little bit more clean, move smoothly, and then we just maybe take it from maybe this gap up here. David, can you please real quick explain the MSS model? Yeah, let me choose the model real quick. Okay, so MSS model, super easy. How many levels do I have? What the hell? Hold on. Okay, here we go. Okay, MSS model, super quick, super easy. Pay attention. Pay attention. All right, super quick, super easy. First of all, before the market pumps or does whatever, what is an MSS model? Actually, yeah, what is an MSS model? Oops. Super easy. First of all, you have your levels of liquidity. DOL1, DOL2. The market, it is bullish. Why is I'm gonna quiz you guys. All right. Why is the market bullish? How do you know that the market is bullish? I mainly want to see the answer from who was the one that asked? Ape or aped. Why is the market bullish? Why do you think the market is bullish? Higher highs, higher lows. Exactly. Now, With the market being bullish, where exactly do we know where it wants to go? What price is acting like a magnet? The drawn liquidity. So think of this level as a drawn liquidity right here. Or I mean, don't think of it as a drawn liquidity. It is a drawn liquidity. Think of it as a magnet. My bad. Right? You have your DOL here. DOL. Right? It acts as a magnet. So when price is bullish, when price is bearish, typically it's shooting down into one or multiple levels of liquidity. The stronger, the more respected it will be. All right? Now, very quick, very easy. As price takes out this drawn liquidity and it starts holding below it and starts dumping down, this is an MSS model, right? Surely it can be this simple, right? It is. It's this simple. You go from bullish to into objective, into DOL sweep, into bearish. What an MSS model stands for is market structure shift. What is the market structure? Bullish. You hit the objective, aka your drawn liquidity, you get the DOL sweep, right? You get a bearish bias, and it confirms the market structure shift, shifting from bullish into objective into bearish. That is what an MSS model is. All right? It is that simple. I'll check the charts. Don't worry, I have the charts open on my second monitor. Nothing is happening. Do not worry. Do not worry. You're good. All right? But yeah, guys, this is exactly what an MSS model is. In simple terms, if I can make it even easier, the market trend changing. That's all it stands for. Market structure shift, market trend changing. But there's a reason behind it, right? Market structure shift works based off objectives. Objectives are made from drawn liquidity. All right, so you can't get an MSS model or a proper MSS model with our strategy if we haven't taken out a drawn liquidity. All right, guys. The best way it would work and the best way to get the read and the understanding is once you notice that the market does this and this, right? This is another MSS model. We went from bullish into a DOL sweep, into bearish, into a DOL sweep, into bullish again. This is an MSS model. All right, guys, it is that simple. All right. Remember, guys, trading is already very hard on its own. These strategies, they're not made to make trading harder. All right, guys, it's made to make trading easier. Get an understanding for the markets easier. All right, guys. That's why I'm here, to make your life easier. All right. David, you hear about the new thing where Apex is taking away profits for an MA rule break? I don't think they're taking away profits. I'm pretty sure they'll just deny your payout. Unless maybe they're doing that and I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I would have known. How many 5-minute candles are we waiting for the MSS confirmation? It could be in 1 candle, 2 candles, or 20 candles. As long as you notice that previous higher lows or vice versa are being kind of broken through and, whatever, that's how you get it. Look, super simple. Look. This simple, right? An MSS model can happen in 1 or 20 candles, right? Look at this, right? So once again, you have your DOL, price is bullish, right? It's going up. The most recent low is going to be down here, all right? Down here, right? So price can simply take out the drawn liquidity and in that same candle, go all the way down. Boom, your MSS will start confirming. Not fully confirmed because remember, an MSS model is the trend, not the bias, the trend flipping, right? So in order for a trend to be flipping, you need to be breaking past previous candle lows or highs, depending on if it's bullish or bearish, and have the current trend make new, lower lows, lower highs, higher lows, depending on the trend. All right, that's simple. All right, so in order for an MSS to be confirmed, it can happen in 1, 2, 3, 20, 40, 50 candles. All right, because look, it can look like this. Maybe this is what you're asking. All right, let me show you. For example, you can have something like this, right? Where price takes out the drawn liquidity after a bullish trend and starts chopping. Chop. What? 10 candles. Nothing has happened. And then we start going down like this. Is this an MSS model? Yes. Why? We finally started breaking past previous candle lows, previous candle lows while making lower highs, right? So this could be an MSS model. Obviously, it's a little bit uglier because it chopped out a little bit, but as long as you get the main idea of what's happening, which is the market going from creating higher highs, higher lows into the drawn liquidity, into then creating lower highs and lower lows and breaking past previous candle lows from the previous trend, then you have yourself an MSS model, no matter how choppy it is, no matter how smooth it is. All right. Now, obviously, you got to mix two and two together. If the market is choppy, it's probably not best to take a trade, although maybe, yes, you might have your trend and confirmation. Just like today, right? Take today, for example. Do we have our bias? Yes. Do we have a trend? Kind of, right? Look, we have a bias. We took out the drawn liquidity here, which is the London low. We have a DOL sweep into a bullish bias because price is holding above the drawn liquidity. We have higher highs and higher lows being created. But look at this, right? The trend is technically bullish because you have the main low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Every pullback is a higher low from the previous low. So the trend is technically bullish, right? Right. The thing is that price is moving choppy. So although you have your setup, which in this case will be right here, and you have your bias and your trend and everything, your main confirmation is always, always, always. And please, if you have to write this down, write this down. If you have to put this as your wallpaper, you put it as your wallpaper. All right, guys? Guys, your main confirmation will always, always, always be volume. No matter how good your setup looks, no matter how many confirmations you could have 20 confirmations. If the volume is not up there, the trade will not work. All right, guys? I'll repeat this. You could have the best and most confirmations behind your trade and the best looking setup ever with the best drawn liquidity sweep, with the best everything. If the volume is not good, the setup will not work. Why do I say this? Guys, the reason I say this is mainly because what is price made out of? It is not made out of a drawn liquidity sweep. It is not made out of a drawn liquidity. It is not made out of a fair value gap. Price, in general, is made out of volume. So in order for price to move, it doesn't rely off drawn liquidity. It doesn't rely off a fair value gap. It relies off volume. It relies off how many people are buying and how many people are selling. If no one is buying or selling, right? For example, let's say, let me see if I can get a good example. Okay, for example, right? Pokemon, right? It's a very big thing, right? We all know about the 1995 Charizard, right? For example, let's say you are the only person in the world that has this card. And this card is said to be valued at $1 million. I hope this is a good example. If you're trying to sell it at $1 million and no one is trying to buy it and no one is really selling it, you can't really do anything, right? Same thing goes in price. You have your setup, you have your confirmations, you have your fair value gap, you have your everything, you have the trend, you have everything. But if no one is buying and no one is selling, you can't make money because the market is not moving. And that is exactly what's happening today. Once again, we have our setup right here, 15-minute bearish value gap. We have our bias, drawn liquidity sweep, bullish bias. We have our trend, bullish trend, higher highs, higher lows. But why can't we take the setup? Why haven't we taken this inverse? Why did we refuse to take this inverse? Because price is not moving, right? You have buying candle, selling candle, buying candle, selling candle, buying candle, selling candle. Price is not going anywhere. It's stuck here. All right, guys? And this is how you base everything off volume. All right, guys? So yeah. The indicator is showing the 5 and 15-minute MSS status as X. Yeah, we do have to work a little bit more on the MSS model for the indicator. I do know about that. From risk to reward to confirmations to combine some models together. Wait, are you asking me that, or I think you're talking to someone in the chat about that? When are you getting off, David? Honestly, I'll let you guys decide. 11. Once again, we can get back on anytime if we get off now. I'm open to staying on. I don't really care. But obviously price isn't really doing much, so we're kind of just on doing nothing, you know. Once again, if we get something during the PM session, we can always take it. You know what I mean? Just because we get off now does not mean we're done trading. Yes, we have been cash today. We haven't taken any trades because obviously there's no setups, in which I'm actually very glad for, because once again, if I would have ended red on this setup here, I would have been very bummed out. All right, guys. So I'm actually really glad that we're cash today, or at least so far. Once again, we can get on later. There's no problem, right? Whenever we get a better setup, better volume, better movement. Thank you, Nico, bro. Thank you. Now, I saw a question saying, dude, when are you gonna host a class in Spanish? Bro, guys, I don't know. I know how to speak like perfect Spanish, especially with my family, like the Cuban style Spanish. But the thing is, like when I talk to my friends and you guys in Spanish, I kind of get embarrassed. I don't know. It's kind of like a me thing. I don't know if that's normal, but for me, it's only English. All right, guys. I'd rather wait for an A plus setup. 100%. 100%. Me too. Me too. Especially with the given week that we've had. Yes, we've had very good trades, but we've also taken very unfortunate, trades in which resulted in losses because we're trying to force trades in this type of market. All right. So I'd rather just, David, does take profit reset your day also? Well, if you had an issue, I would hope so. I see until 12. I think the market now is just adjusting to Trump's speech. Is Trump still speaking? Yo, breeze, bro. Is Trump still speaking, guys? Yes. No way. Uh, Sometimes I don't even understand your English because you're speaking twice as fast, bro. I have this very bad habit of speaking fast. I don't know why. Trump is done 20 minutes ago. Okay, perfect, perfect. So now it's just the market being the market. I guess we just wait for a setup then. Uh, David, do you basically live off your Apex accounts? I know you have other investments, but is Apex the main thing that pays your bills with? Okay, once again, I said this like an hour ago. I have Discord, I have Apex. Um, that's kind of it, honestly. Wait, yeah, that's kind of. I mean, I have, yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, long-term investments, yeah, but it's kind of just sitting there right now. Nothing crazy. Yo, 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 bro. Yo, 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 watch out, bro. I'm with, bro. Is that my fucking face on it, bro? Bro. I want to pretend like I didn't see that. Okay. But yeah, my main two incomes is Discord and Apex. Can I live off Apex alone? Yes. But obviously, if you're gonna get other incomes, why not? You know what I mean? The more the better. Always, right? No matter your situation. The more the better always. Now that I'm speaking about it and thinking about it, I only have two sources of income. Or well, three because of the investments, but it's kind of like whatever right now. Um, I should I should probably get more. Remember, guys, you can never be so safe with your income, bro. Especially from a business perspective. If you guys are business owners, you guys know that it's not like a salary. You know what I mean? Like no matter your performance, you're gonna get paid 2K every 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, right? When it comes to business, it's all performance. And with my business all being revolved around the markets, when I don't perform good for that day, it could be very rough on me. So I really do want to expand. I've always told myself this, that I want to expand maybe into real estate or I don't know, anything else, honestly. Um, because there will be bad days always, right? In any business, right? Especially in the markets. You know what I mean? The markets can be very rough on you, very unforgiving. Um, but but yeah, it's always good to have always good incomes. Multiple. You can have 10, 20 incomes. David teaches how to run a Discord like you. Bro, it is hard as shit. Let me tell you guys. I know from your guys' perspective, it looks so easy, so fun. Like, oh, but David, all you do is get on stream and just trade like how you normally would. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. It is far from that, guys. Look, if you guys find motivation, yeah, bro. I'm gonna close the chat, bro. If you guys find motivation from me and maybe you guys want to do it like how I do it, right? It's possible. But one thing I will tell you guys is this Discord is not a 9 to 5. This is a 24/7 thing. You're gonna get questions. You're gonna get It's a mental battle. You're gonna have haters. You're gonna have people talking shit. Uh, you gotta help a million people. You're responsible for the trades. If you have 100 plus people following you, it's so much, guys. It is a huge mental battle. Discord physically is one of the easiest things you could do. Mentally, it is very hard. All right, guys, very very hard. All right. So yeah. But once again, if you guys want to do Discord, you guys can. I'm seeing a lot of you guys in here. You guys start your own Discords and you want to do your own trades and everything. By all means, I support it. Like it's amazing. You know what I mean? It's always good for that. You know. But once again, if you guys ever grow your brand and grow your Discord, maybe with TikTok or maybe you grow a brand in the community or whatever, um, be prepared. It's gonna be hard. It is not easy. All right, guys. So I'm just I'm not here to sell you guys a dream. All right, guys. I'm here to be harshly truth. or you know, harshly realistic with you guys. It is not easy. All right, guys. David, serious crunch, can you slide me back? Dude, come on now, bro. David, can I create a Discord and just full port evals? Yeah. You probably can. I've come to learn, and I know I'm probably gonna call out a lot of you guys in here. I've come to learn from someone that sells things online and someone that puts himself around people that also sell things online. People buy anything. You guys will be surprised. People literally buy anything. Anything. I've seen people. I don't even know how to explain it. I don't even know how to put an example into place. Guys, people literally buy anything online. I promise you guys, right now, right here, right now. And I promise you guys, this can probably work. Because I know some of you guys. I've seen it happen a million times with this Discord, a million other Discords. I can literally make an alt account. Right, look, let me put out an example. Let's say, for example, I put out a trade right now, and it gets stopped out. Right? Hear me out. If I put out a trade right now, for example, and it gets stopped out, you guys are gonna be mad, right? Because you're like, oh, but David, like, dude, I want to win. You guys are gonna be so desperate to find the next person that is getting a winning trade, and you guys will pay them any amount just to get that winning trade. For example, I put out a losing trade right now. Everyone is mad, everyone is annoyed, whatever. I can go on an alt account right now. I can make an alt Discord account that says that it was made today. And I can go in the chat and say, guys, I just caught a 200-point trade, and I just passed my accounts with the eval. If you guys want help, pay me. I promise you guys, there's going to be at least 5 of you guys in here that will pay any amount to get that same trade. I promise you, because guess what? I've seen it happen in my Discord and in so many other Discords. And it's like, bro, like, there's no fucking way it is that easy, bro. And that's why you see the trading space. That's why you see like so many issues with so many people out there. Like for anyone with a brain, you can tell that someone can be fake in trading, or you know that they're faking it. And you still look at the comments of that video or of whatever's being promoted, and you still see people begging to buy their product. It is so easy to fake things online. It is so easy. I promise you guys, like, people will literally buy anything just because, like with no research. They just buy things. It is so simple. David, you're telling yourself? No. I'm not. I show everything. Right? But no, I'm literally saying like, dude, like, even if I wanted to, like, if I wanted to fake anything, if I word it correctly and I market it correctly, I can get people to buy it. And the thing is, anyone can. Reputation matters a lot, though. Yeah, right. No, it doesn't, bro. I promise you it doesn't. I promise you it doesn't. I can name so many fake things right now that people buy that anyone with a brain knows that it's fake, and people are still buying it. In fact, it probably has more sales than any reputable trader or brand or product. It's so easy, bro. For example, look, now, let me show you guys. Let me tell you guys something. Watch. And hear me out, because maybe it's one of you guys in here. Hear me out here, all right? Ears open. If you go on Instagram right now, or TikTok, right? For me, I follow a few traders. I get a few trading reels every now and then, right? I have seen that it is now a trend. Because let me tell you guys, and by the way, before I say it, shout out to my girls in here, all right? To the girls that trade here. Let me explain why, all right? Trading is such I want to say a male-dominated space, or at least on social media, that girls aren't really known to be traders, right? So I've seen this thing, and once again, anyone with a brain knows exactly what's going on, all right? I don't say anything because I don't really care, right? But anyone with a brain will know this. Guys, if you go on Instagram, and if you're like in the trading space, whatever, you might get a few trading TikToks, you might notice that there's a lot more guru girls trading, right? But they don't show any trades. They don't teach any trades. But the thing is, they're here selling these $100 a month products with brand new accounts and no reputation, and people are still buying it because they're like, oh, a girl's trading. Maybe I have a chance at getting at her if I pay her and trade with her. It's like, dude, it's so easy. Because the thing is, the reason I'm saying this is because most of these girls, they don't show that they have boyfriends online because obviously it's the whole gimmick. All right. If they're gonna be trading, I want to say that most girls out there, they don't really trade. It's not a known thing, right? But the thing is, they act like they trade on Instagram. They get all these, lonely guys to buy their thing, and then it's like their boyfriend is the one that's selling it. I mean, the boyfriend is the one that's trading and promoting and telling her what to say and do. And it sounds crazy, but it's real. Like I don't know how to explain. Like I can't stress. Like, are you talking about this one? No, no. Like I don't really have a specific person that I'm talking about, but it's look this girl right here. Okay, actually, let me show you guys something. Look, this girl right here. Look, this picture right here. I don't know if you guys know this car, but it's from a kid that goes to high school. It's a Ferrari. The guy is a boy. He's a trader, right? If she's promoting and posting pictures with this car and probably promoting trading, she's probably not trading. It's probably the guy that's doing it for her. You know what I mean? Like it's like like the whole point I'm trying to prove, bro, is that people buy anything online no matter what. Like no reputation, no nothing, no it's like, dude, if people see like for a good example is people see girls trading, they're like, oh my god, a girl, oh my god, maybe I have a chance if I buy her product and trade with her, like maybe I can get with her, and then they actually buy that shit. Like, bro, like, are you guys dumb? Like, bro, come on now, bro. Like, you guys gotta wake up sometimes, bro. Like, come on, bro. Buy her like bro, like her subscription, bro, her Discord or whatever. Like, you see, to be honest, David, the reason why people buy stuff no matter what is because I feel like there's people like me that just uses everyone or gives everyone the benefit of the doubt before making assumptions. Exactly, and that's the problem. And that's the problem. Before I found you, I paid almost 3K to join someone's training group. Is Trump still talking? Still talking? No, he's not. Can I stay for now? Yes, I'm still gonna be. I'm gonna stay on. I'm gonna wait for the market to really do something. But for now, I'm not really trading anything. Let me see that. I'm talking. I'm assuming you're talking about the girl. The girl had an affiliate link without even being able to buy a prop account. That's the thing, bro. Like you see these people journaling their. There's nothing wrong with it. I mean, dude, an affiliate link doesn't really hurt anyone. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? Like in that case, like she's making money without even trading. Like she claimed that she was 17, right? She's trading on a demo account to practice trading, yet she's promoting an affiliate link. So her followers, which is probably thirsty guys, I mean, let's be real here. That's probably what it is. They're like, oh my God, like maybe if I use her code, maybe she'll notice me. And then boom, she's making thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars without even risking anything. You know what I mean? So there's levels to it, but I need you guys to understand that's how things online really work. You know, are you following her? No, I don't really follow. You know, people like that. Let me see, bro. She's promoting a firm without even trading. I know, look, everyone's doing that, bro. That's the whole point that I'm trying to make here, bro. Like, and it's not even with affiliates. It's like with discords and all that stuff. Because I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, bro. The point that I'm trying to make is anyone can make a Discord and anyone can buy it. Like no reputation, no nothing. You know what I mean? It's that easy. But if you want to be here in the long game, you gotta build reputation. Yeah, happy your voice got better. Yeah, bro, I'm feeling great, bro. I have energy. Like I'm like today. I know you guys told me yesterday not to go to the gym because I had to heal or get better. But today I have a shit ton of energy. Like I feel good. I feel great. Like I'm awake. It's in my voice is just a little bit like raspy, I guess you could say, or whatever it's called. David is not in the files, guys. Yeah, yo. No. But no, guys, it's already 11. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long. Like I'm super down to stay on, but I don't think we're gonna get a trade anytime soon. The market has been chopping all morning, guys. Look at this. You cannot trade this in here. And if you're gonna argue with me that you're gonna trade this, by all means, just trade it. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what you want me to tell you. But yeah, no, seriously though, this is very, very choppy. Let me see. Honestly, I don't take your trades, David. But I love your community and you got a good process. Hey, thank you, bro. And once again, bro, I don't take that hard, bro. Like if you guys don't want to take my trades, you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't change anything. I just show up every day, guys. Because first of all, I really enjoy what I do. Uh, whether I'm live or not, I'm still gonna trade and I'm still gonna trade my strategy. And if it works, I make money, right? No matter what. If I get on, I have the opportunity to teach you guys and not be as lonely. Because once again, if I'm trading by myself, like I have no one to talk to, I have no topics to talk about. I can't really talk about what I enjoy, see what you guys enjoy, see your guys' opinions, just a conversation. Right? Today, for example, right? I would have been bored out of my mind just here, like, oh, like, dude, the market's not doing anything. Like, I'm so bored. Like, I would have been bored, right? But no, like, I'm here talking about cars, maybe some gurus and all that stuff. Like I have fun with it. And if I trade live, if the trade works out, not only do I make money, but I also get the satisfaction of you guys not only learning, but also making money. I mean, for example, look at the payouts channel, right? We have a ton of people. Look, for example, I think look, for example, Marky Mark just actually requested a payout 23K, right? Like these are the things that make me very happy and kind of fulfilled, right? Because if even I have like even a 1% help, like how do I say this? Like even if I help a slight bit, I did my part and you gotta pay out thanks to it, you know? So it helps me feel like I have a purpose. You know what I mean? Like it really helps me feel like hey, I'm helping people make money. I'm helping people pay their bills, maybe take their kids out, maybe afford food or take their girlfriend out or whatever, with that extra payout money, right? So it helps me feel like I have a purpose in teaching you guys a lifelong skill, or maybe you want a quick buck from trading or whatever, right? And that's why I get on. Once again, I don't really have to do this Discord thing. I can just trade on my own and just be calm and whatever. But that's not the path that I want to go, right? Same thing goes with I can make my strategy fully automated. Do I want to do that? No. I mean, I feel like it'll kind of ruin my purpose in trading, right? You guys want to get on because, like, okay, well, if I get on for David, let me see, Pistol W, very nice. Look, like this, for example. Damn, 600%. What the hell? Very nice. But for example, right? It's like okay, well, I only get on if David gets on so I can follow his trades. But if a robot can do it for me while I stay in bed, I'm not gonna get on. So it's like why would I do that? You know what I mean? Like it kind of ruins the whole purpose in me wanting to teach you guys to become a better trader and rely on your own, and stuff like that. So yeah. And see, yeah, bro, me too. I don't take the trades, but I love the community, and my trading has gotten better since I'm here. Exactly, bro. Like, look, I help with risk management. I help with sizing rules based off your trading style. I know some people may not agree with my risk management rules, but remember, guys, I have my own trading style. If you don't agree with it, maybe you have your own, right? Maybe some people agree with it, and maybe they seek success with it. At the end of the day, if a lot of people are requesting payouts or maybe passing their accounts, we're doing something right. And if I'm able to request payouts and even show it to you guys, it's not really luck. I mean, it's remember, guys, the good thing about trading is that everyone it's kind of like to each their own, right? Maybe this guy over here has a different strategy from me, but we're still making money in the markets, right? So it's the best of both worlds. For me, I get it. Some people may not agree with my risk management rules, my risk reward. It's a big thing, right? Maybe some people don't agree with it. Are you making money with your own strategy? Yes. Am I making money with my rules and my strategy? Yes. We're getting the best of both worlds. So why is anyone to complain? You know what I mean? That's the best thing about trading, right? And that's why I don't really like bother getting into arguments and like trying to prove my point to anyone, because it's like, for what? Like I'm kind of just wasting my breath, you know? Like, for example, if my trade works and you don't agree with it, but it works for me, I'm not gonna change it because some random guy on the internet that I don't know said, "Oh, but dude, you suck." You know what I mean? I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? Let me see. People need to understand too that they can come up with a strategy. No, no, no. It's not even that, bro. It's like I've proven for almost 3 years now that this strategy that I've traded every single day with you guys for 3 years straight, it works, right? I mean, haven't I proved my point? I mean, I've showed you guys 6 figures in payouts. I've gotten you guys millions in dollars in payouts. Actually, if you add every payout up, I've helped you guys pass your accounts. I've helped you guys become solo traders, in which it means that you learn how to trade by yourself. It works. Now, if there's a part in the strategy in which you think that you do not agree on, or you think that it doesn't work, or it could be a little bit better, here's the art of trading. You're your own boss. I'm not your boss. I'm not telling you, dude, you have to trade my strategy. No. If you feel like there's something else that you can add to the strategy, tweak it to your liking. You know what I mean? Like that's the best thing about trading. You're your own boss. You don't have to rely off what someone says. David, where can we learn your strategy? Dude, everywhere, bro. Everywhere. Look, you have okay, start here, right? On the trading mentorship, you have your YouTube videos and day trading guide. YouTube videos has all of the basic videos, whatever. Day trading guide has more detailed videos, like dozens, right? I mean, dude, look at this. Like it's endless scrolling. And if you want more, you scroll down to the premium, you're gonna see something that says education. Blastoise's full strategy, in which I organize everything in order for you. For prop firms, risk management, news reports, A+ confluence, fair value gaps, inverse fair value gaps, MSS model, drawn liquidity, for how to find your bias, how to find the trend, the overview in the strategy, like kind of like a summary for the whole strategy, and so on. And if you want more, you go on trade breakdowns, in which I explain every trade or not every trade, but most trades that I take, right? How I found it. I even make a 30-minute video for you guys on how I found it. Another one here, a 30-minute video on how I found that. I even broke it down here, my confirmations. You want more on inverses? Sure. Click here. Here's how I call it 200-point trade recap. Here's the whole overview on the trade, explaining how I found it, what I looked for. Not enough? That's fine. There's even pictures here on what I looked for with full details. So guys, there is no reason why you guys should be lost in this Discord. Once again, guys, I do this so I can make your life easier. Like I said, trading is already hard as is. There's no point of making it harder, right? This whole strategy, I've made sure that guys, I've literally explained this strategy to I think he's 13, my 13-year-old cousin, and even he understands it. It is not that hard, guys. You do not need to be a scientist to understand a few lines on the chart and how to find a reaction. It is not that hard. All right, guys. So once again, if you guys really are about learning and you guys really, really want to learn and really make this a career or maybe like a side hustle or another source of income, there's education all over the Discord. It literally gets to the point where I don't even need to get on live anymore or even give you guys trades, because there's so much content in the Discord that you guys can still make a shit ton of money even from this education. Now, I'm not saying I'm not going to do that. I'm just saying that I could do that and you guys can still learn. I mean, dude, look at this. There's literally everything here that you guys can learn. Like, I've explained everything possible, like, I don't know what more. That's kind of why I stopped doing the classes, the live trading classes, because I've taught everything. Like, I don't know what more to teach, Let me see. Blas, what do you think was the major reason for you not to take that first trade at the first setup? Like, what's the first thing you saw that told you not to take this trade? The volume. Volume and momentum, right? Look at this. Okay, look. The setup right here, right? As you're approaching the setup, how's price moving? Before we inverse, watch this out. Watch this, right? Before we inverse, what are we doing? Right? We're about to inverse the fair value gap, right? We're approaching the fair value gap, right? But what has price done? Opening candle, nothing. Literally nothing. Like nothing. Next candle, selling candle, wick, nothing. Chop. Next candle, buying candle, big wick, chop. Next candle, selling candle, big wick, chop. This tells us that the market does not even know itself what it wants to do. So how are we going to trade it if the market itself doesn't know where it wants to go? You know what I mean? So yeah. And then look at this. It's even worse. Anyways, let me catch up with the chat here. I joined the community for trades, but the streams help for understanding. That's the thing. Yes. Once again, guys. For example, I mean, dude, you can learn anything. Like while you're doing something, you're getting hands-on experience, right? The more you do something, you're gonna learn it. Whether your intention was to learn or not, Because I know a lot of you guys probably join. You're like, like, bro, I have work. I don't really have too much time to really like learn. Like, I'm not really interested in learning. I just want to make a quick buck and go on about my day, and that's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine, right? But the thing that you don't notice is as you keep doing this and as you're listening to me on the streams, I always explain my setups before I take it. And maybe you might not be paying attention, but after a set amount of time, you're gonna start being like, okay, well, I actually understand what's going on here. This is kind of like a known pattern. David is probably looking for a DOL sweep, with a reaction with volume into an inverse. It's actually pretty easy. Let me try it on my own. And then you fall in love with the process of learning. And then you pretty much made a whole career of trading on your own. That's why I'm here. I don't know how much more to explain it. Like it's you know like I know a lot of you guys in here joined because you guys probably saw profits and you guys want to make money. But in the process of you guys trying to make money, bro, in the process of you guys trying to make money and all that good stuff, you're also learning without even realizing. You know what I mean? David, how long did it take you to build that 70K account, aka a 20K buffer? Okay, so I've been trading these accounts for about a year now, actually. Um, Give or take. Remember, I've always traded these accounts on live, like always, always, always. Every loss that I've taken, every win that I've taken, every break even that I've taken, it has all been recorded not only on my YouTube, but it has also been done on live. All right. So if I could do it, why can't you do it? All right. Keep in mind, you might be like, dude, David, it took you 1 year to build a $20,000 buffer. Dude, that's nothing. Guys, remember, I request a lot of payouts. All right. So that's 2K being subtracted every single time. Is it 20K buffer per account? Yes. Each of my accounts currently, right now, as we're speaking, most of my accounts, they're sitting at $73,367.26. All right, guys. Now, what is what was I gonna say? I was gonna say I completely forgot. How many accounts do you have? I have 20 accounts. I only trade on 10 to 15 depending on the day. When do you decide to get a payout? Literally whenever. Like whenever I'm like, oh, like maybe when I want to buy something. For example, when I got the Honda, I requested a payout because I wanted to use some of that payout to get the car, right? So yeah. For the most part, I have most of the money just sitting in the account, so I have buffer to work with, and all that good stuff. But whenever I need a payout or whenever I feel like I'm due for a payout, I'll just request it. You know. Let me see. David Zerik's question. Wait, I know there's a lot of questions here. I might be missing out on some. So, David, should I size up after losses if I have a big buffer compared to my? Yeah, if you have a big buffer, yeah, why not? Yeah, yeah, that's what I do. David, like, how much is your average profit per trade? About $400, 400, 500, give or take around there. Someone said, how much are you paying in taxes? I have not filed my taxes yet, so I don't know, but it will for sure be very high. Um, so yeah. Let me see. Bro, I heard about this method and I think it's pretty fire. Instead of sizing heavier when you lose, you trade with more accounts on the next one instead. I mean, there's a million ways to go about it. It's really it depends on your comfort level. For me, I just size heavier. I have the buffer for it. Even if I have a very big day, in which my biggest day was actually recently, in my biggest losing day, which was a 5K loss, in which I somehow, some way made it all back. Um, I still felt pretty comfortable. Like, yes, I just took a big chunk out of the account, but I still have enough to even take a million more losses. Like, I'm fine. I blew my P's in the past. I only trade 2 contracts now, and maybe one trade a week with them. How do I grow this in this? Wait. let me read. Okay, I've blown PAs in the past. Is what I'm assuming you meant there. I only trade 2 contracts and maybe one trade a week. Okay, if you're gonna be trading one trade a week, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Maybe you're just waiting for that perfect setup to come along. Do not trade 2 micros. L reader and L writer. Yeah, yo, dude, I don't have a voice, bro. It's hard to talk, bro. Like, I'm fighting for my life here to talk to you guys right now. Um, but yeah, no, seriously. Uh, if you're gonna be trading one trade a week, you have to up your sizing. All right. you have to up your sizing. If not, like you're not gonna make anything. You're gonna make like $200 like every 3 weeks, bro. Like you're not gonna make anything. So you don't trust the market, and that's fine, bro. There's conditions that people just don't like trading. You can just take cash. That's totally fine. Thank you again for the live, David. I gotta go now, but I appreciate it again. Of course, bro. Of course. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, Henry. We're kind of getting a little bit more movement now. So I don't know if when you get off the market, we'll start moving, but we're getting something. I mean, it's nothing crazy out of like the ordinary, but it's something, like nothing crazy. Hopefully this leads us into something. But nah, don't worry. If I see anything, I'll alert it. Don't worry. That's what Apex flag you if you normally if you're normally sizing 7 to 8 contracts and then you oversize to 20 and 30 contracts to cover a loss on a PA. Let me see because I actually don't know. I don't know actually. Let me see. Once again, if you guys have questions, and maybe I'm not answering, you guys can always add the bot here at Ask Blastoise, and just ask it the question. So for example, I ask Blastoise, and for those who don't know, this is my AI model that I made and published. All right. So for example, and I'm still training it. Keep that in mind, guys. It's still very very new, so maybe not all answers will be good, but most answers will be pretty accurate. All right, guys. Maybe not exactly what you might want to read, but it'll do the job. For now, I'm still working on it. All right. So for example, I asked Blastoise. Someone asked, will Apex flag you if you're normally using 7 to 8 micro contracts? And then you oversize to 20 and 30 micro contracts, right? I gotta be pretty specific because the bot might think I'm talking about minis to cover a loss on a PA. All right, let's go and see what the bot says. So you add it, you ask the question in the same message, and it's gonna make a thread. You open this thread, and then it'll pretty much give it some time, and then it'll give you the answer all organized in its own chat room. All right, it's not gonna flood the chat. It's not gonna do anything. It's gonna do it all in its own chat room. All right, guys, and don't worry, I'm watching the markers on my second monitor. We're not missing anything. Don't worry. All right, guys, I'm watching it. I have 2 monitors. Don't worry. All right, okay, here we go. Okay, so to cover your answer, yeah, that kind of loss coverage oversizing is exactly that type of. Okay, yeah. So look, for example, this is the type of behavior that Apex looks at for inconsistency, reckless risk, and gambling. So yes, they will probably deny your payout if you're doing this. All right. So yeah. Now, one thing I will make clear is the more that you average out your account, the more history your account has, the more risk it has. You can do this a lot more. But if you have a brand new, fresh account, you cannot do this. They will deny you. All right. Now, I'm seeing a lot of you guys are asking the bot more on fresh funded and drawdown. I have to train the AI model to understand the type of risk that we take. Because in this type of, if you ask it this type of thing right now, with no training, it will just tell you to risk like 2% of the account. So look, 0.5, 1% of drawdown per trade. That's like $5. All right, so it's not very accurate. So I'm still working on it. Once again, it's gonna give you the answers that you want to hear, but I have to train it to my model. So we're still kind of working on it. All right, guys. But yeah, once again, if you guys have any question on Apex, or maybe if you want to know if your payout is going to get denied or approved based off your trades, you can always double check and ask the bot, and it will give you an instant response based off whatever you're doing. All right, guys. And it'll even give you some tips here. Look, best practice, just keep your sizing consistent, right? And don't scale up to cover a loss, right? And then you should be good with your payouts. All right, guys. So yeah, it's a pretty sick bot. I'm very, very happy with the way that it came out. It just needs a little bit more work so it could be super, super accurate. All right, guys. Anyways, the market is starting to pump up a little bit more here. We're breaking out of this range. At least we're trying to. Maybe this is the start of something into an upcoming trade. I'm not really too in love with this volume, to be honest. Like, yeah, we're breaking up, like we're going up, whatever. But this volume could be slightly more aggressive. All right. Remember, fake outs can happen, right? We can be pumping up right now, and in the next 2 minutes, we can be all the way back down here. All right. We need volume to make sure that this pump up is actually going to be an actual pump up and not just a random, movement. So yeah. The 15-minute looks disgusting. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, yeah, right now we're pumping up a little bit, but don't let just this fool you yet. Like, wait for the market to actually start trending a little bit more. On the 5-minute, yeah, we're starting to trend a little bit more here, but the volume is still not really up there, right? So the trade is not really perfect yet, right? Bro, still on live. I have nothing to do today, bro, so I'm kind of just distracting myself with this live stream. Blast. I know. Don't worry, I know. David, when did you start sizing more after a loss, buffer wise? After 54K, I typically suggest sizing up. What's the stop if this plays out? Like 45 points. You do a 1-to-1. So 1-to-1 will be like 50 points. So you do something like this, for example. So 1-to-1 will be 50 points. You could do like 50 points stop loss. Like this. And then your PT2 will be here for your runners. After a loss? Yeah. Yeah, like 54, 56,000 should be pretty good. You can afford pretty big losses there. You'll be fine. Because remember, you'll have like what, like four to $6,000 in room to breathe. There we have I got 3 second timer. Does Apex work international? Yeah, they do. 40 point stop or 50, up to you. If you want to do like a more accurate 1-to-1, like an exact 1-to-1, do a 50 point stop. Bro, speaking of, my cats haven't been fucking around today. I wonder what they're doing. Hold on, guys. Let me go check up on them. All right, guys, I'm back. Bro, my cats are in the beanbags, bro. Dude, for my garage, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I post it on Instagram quite often. But in my garage, I have my like a gaming setup in my garage for like sim racing, maybe a TV. And I have beanbags. I have 2 beanbags. And bro, my cats, they have their own assigned beanbags that they always sit in, bro. Cause yeah, bro, I'm like, dude, like my cats aren't playing this morning. They're always like, they're always messing something up. You know what I mean? But no, not this morning. They're just more chill today. And we're rejecting. So once again, guys, look at that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I think, I mean, maybe it's a 5 minute retracement. Maybe. I don't know what to say. I mean, this market looks very, very, very not so stable. This looks choppy. Yeah. Worst case, I mean, we can always get a trade during the PM session. It's not a big deal. But obviously, right now, I'm not gonna force out any trades for you guys just to say that I got a trade. You know, what I mean, it doesn't make sense. You know, I call it. Nah, I wouldn't say call it a day. You can, but you know, what time is the PM session? Okay, so the PM session starts after lunch hour. So if you're Eastern time, there's 9:30 to 11:59. That's AM session. Lunch hour is 12 to 1 p.m. EST, right? 12 to 1 p.m. EST. After lunch hour is when price starts moving a lot more because that's when the PM session starts. So from 1 to 4 is PM session. All right. So anytime I say, guys, I'm gonna get off and wait for the PM session, that's pretty much just me getting off for like an hour, 2 hours, and yeah, bro. How do you guys find these pictures, bro? Like, bro, how, bro? Like, dude, next thing I know is gonna be a picture of my house, bro. And by the way, guys, I don't look like that anymore. Dude, I look at that picture, I'm like, dude, how the fuck did I look myself in the mirror and said that I look good, bro? But dude, like I promise you guys, dude, next week is not even gonna be a picture of me, it's gonna be a picture of my house, bro. Like, bro, you're kind of cute. Thank you, bro. But no, but I don't like that anymore, bro. I got my heart broken, bro, so I don't really like that anymore, bro. Yo, yo. Dude, bro, guys, bro. And then here comes on it, bro. Stock? Nah, it's because I have a lot of my friends in this Discord. I like to put all my friends onto trading because obviously, you know, I want to see all my close ones next to me, you know, succeed. So I put them onto trading, and a few of my friends actually have gotten a lot of payouts. But dude, me, especially me, and all of my people in my friend group, we troll each other a lot, like very bad. Like I've done some pretty bad things. I'm not gonna lie, but it's funny, So it makes up for it. You know what I mean? So if I ever see like a picture of me in a yearbook from me in high school, I know who it was. You know? Yo, 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 bro. Are you mixing me and Zaim together, bro? But like, dude, like that picture, bro. I don't even have that picture. No, I'm not right, guys. We're actually dumping a little bit here, but we're still trading in the range, so I don't know if it's gonna be like an actual setup. One thing, I'm not gonna trade anything in between these. I want to break out of the range pretty much. You took the shorts, not bad, not bad. Look at that, bro. Like, dude, in order for you to get that picture, you must have gone into my Facebook account that I don't even have to get that picture. Like that picture is literally lost media, bro. I'm like, bro. The only way that you can get that picture is on my Facebook account that I don't even know the name to, bro. And somehow you guys found it. Hey, yo. Yo, yo. Yeah, bro. Yo, yo, hold on, let me get the pictures. Dude, someone posted this picture. I saw Zaim's TikTok, and someone posted this picture in his comments, bro. This is what happens when I trade. I mean, dude, it can get boring, bro. So why not, bro? Yeah, let's see. I mean, we're still trading in the range, so I don't know. Bro was a glizzy, dude. Dude, hear me out here, bro. Hear me out here. When you dude, when you're something funny for Halloween, bro, you get a lot of female attention, bro. And that was my plan, and it worked. It worked pretty well. Dude, I remember I was in lunch with that costume, and bro, a lot of girls were coming up to me like, "Oh my god, can I get a picture?" Because I was a hot dog, dude. I'm telling you, bro, it's a cheat code. You guys think it's all fun and games, bro, but no, 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 no. There's a strap to it, bro. That ass, bro. Because dude, no one was wearing a hot dog costume in. Everyone was like, bro, like Batman, SpongeBob, the basic shit. I was a hot dog, and it worked, bro. So if you guys are clowning the Halloween costume from like 5 years ago, I get the last laugh, bro, because it worked for me. My plan worked. So who's laughing now? Dude is leaking evidence to his girlfriend. How do you think I got her, bro? No, I'm just kidding. Imagine, but but yeah, dude. I don't know what I was thinking when I took that picture of me in the selfie, bro. Like, bro, look at this, bro. Like, bro. I said it was AI. No, that picture's real. Not the video. Not the video. Not the video. The video is AI. The picture is real. I don't know what I was thinking when I took that picture, but I was bored. No, 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 no. Yeah, yeah. David, I'm back. Dude, I don't know my Facebook, bro. No, no, bro. No. David, why he like, yeah, yeah. Guys, bro, I'm about to get off, bro. Not positional. I'm actually about to get off. Seriously. Dude, we are pumping and dumping now for no reason, and we're still chopping. We just dumped 80 points to then pump up 50 points now. Why? I don't fucking know. Follow me back on Instagram. What's your Instagram? Now to stay on and chill. This vibe. I mean, dude, I gotta fix my car, bro. I gotta get the bushings. I gotta go pick it up. Cause I want to drive the Honda Dizzy, bro. Dude, I love that car, bro. But dude, that car gets more looks when I'm driving, bro. That car gets more looks when I'm driving than the Z06. Live stream it. I'm not trying to live stream me failing, bro. I know something's gonna go wrong. Which car is louder? Oh, for sure the Honda, bro. Dude, when I rev it, when I'm in neutral, bro, it sounds like it's two step. Bro, it starts off like ba, 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 ba. And it tries spitting flames. I'm sure if the engine's hot enough, it'll be spitting out like dude, like a pack a punch flame, bro. Like it literally sounds two stepped. Get a tune? It is tuned. I might have to get a better tune though. Or actually, no, it has a good tune. But if I want to like rev it and make it sound like it has two step and everything, I do have to retune it. Make a car vlog. I kind of want to. No, I saw that Karabi started vlogging a lot more, and he's been getting a lot of positive comments on it. The thing is, bro, guys, look, I'm not nice, you guys. My life is pretty boring. I don't do anything crazy. You know, look, right now, if I get off live, I'm probably gonna go pick up the part, get home, put the part in the garage, leave it there for a few weeks because I'm lazy, and I'll just probably play my game. That's about it. Like, bro, if flying to Miami, I don't got her like that. I don't got her like that. I can't just be flying people out. Do we need to email Apex if it went down while we were in a trading this morning? Try to, yes. Try to, yes. David, what slash who got you into trading? I know you guys aren't gonna believe me. But I'm technically working with him right now. Money motive. Now I know he's very controversial, a very controversial trader. I have no comments. All right, I don't talk about other traders, but he actually got me into trading. Why? Dude, I don't know if you guys know this, but Money Motive has been one of the first ever alerters on Twitter that was free. So me being 15, I'm like, oh, I want to get into trading. Who can I follow? I search up free trading alerts. First person I see is Money Motive. And I actually started following his trades for like a good year or two now before I started learning on my own. Um, so yeah, he actually got me into trading. And back then his trades were very consistent. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Um, Now let me not talk about it. Never mind. But yeah, he helped me become more consistent. Like he shaped me to be into the trader that I am today. Yeah, Money Motive has been around forever, bro. That guy has been around dude. He's literally the person that started like everything, like for everyone, for so many people. Like before even Guru was a word, Money Motive was posting out there. Driving Miami is horrible. Let me see where you're at. Bro. You're there, bro. That's the road that you take to go into Brickell or to the beach, bro. That road has been under construction since the day I got since the day I got to Miami. 13 years ago. No, not 13 years ago. 15 years ago when I came to Miami. This road going to downtown has been the same way for 15 years, bro. I know the road that you're on, bro. I take that road to the beach all the time. Dude, that road is horrible, bro. It's so bumpy. There's so much traffic there for no reason, but it sucks. You're headed to the beach, bro. Yeah, the weather's pretty nice right now. I'm not gonna lie. I might do something as well, like maybe later. And then, dude, like obviously, like they want to build like this freaking scraper. I don't know if you guys can see it. Look, let me show you guys. If you guys live in Miami, you guys might know. They've been building this shit for like years now, and it's like the most pointless thing ever. It doesn't even look good. Like this thing right here, dude. They spent so much money and so much time on this when the roads aren't even like smooth. Like, dude, like, and no one even talks about this. Like, dude, it's like the most useless thing ever. Like, who even thought about making this, bro? And guess what? They're making another one. Like, dude, like, yeah, let's just make another one of something that we don't even need. Like, it's so stupid, bro. So if you guys live in Miami, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, bro. Right over there, bro. It's the most stupid thing ever. Bro. Like who even thinks about these things, bro? Driving here is a death match. Is bro, literally, bro. You couldn't have said it better, bro. And for the people that drive motorcycles in Miami, dude, you guys are crazy, bro. Even if I want to do it, bro, I can't, bro. My car is getting a manual swap, so I can't even drive to the bro. Oh, manual swap. What do you have? What are you swapping? Dude, I wanted to get a sequential shifter or yeah, I wanted to swap. Dude, for my car, it is $17,000. Hell no, bro. I'm not doing that shit. Dude, I'll just drive manual, bro. Fuck that shit. For what? For a sequential. But I don't know that if that changes your the gears as well, because I think it's like for straight cut gears. I don't know if it. I don't know. I don't know how that works. But typically, when you hear a sequential, or you watch a video of a sequential shifter, it sounds like it's like straight cut. You know, manage the way to go for sure. It can get a little bit uncomfortable sometimes, but it is very fun. Let me see, bro. You think I'm stupid? Look at the shit that they built here, bro. Bro, what even is that, bro? Like, who thinks of these things, bro? And who approves them? Bro, David Strickle gears are way better. Are the way obviously? Duh. I'm sure we all know this, bro. But I feel like straight cut gears is either if you're into drifting or just tracking. If you're gonna be like dating using the car or just like having fun with it, just stick to like the like a built transmission. That shit costs, bro. Like the way it sounds in the gear ratio, 100%, bro. 100%. Are they more reliable or is it the same thing as regular gears? I'll be feel, but hey, thank you, bro. I do actually. I do. It's just my voice is just a little bit off, but I feel great. It's stronger, but if it's stronger, isn't it more wear? Because I know with sequentials, like it's way stronger, way more reliable, and just way more better overall. But it is less reliable. That's what I've heard. Why is it so crazy driving Miami though? What's the reason? Dude, no one knows how to drive, bro. You have these fucking 100-year-old old people driving when they shouldn't even have licenses, bro. And then everyone has an ego in the road. So like, if you like, dude, like you'll be waiting in line and someone will cut you off, and then like you get into a whole fight for no reason. Like, dude, it's horrible. It's horrible. Yeah, it's very hectic, bro. It's like, dude, like, bro. In my opinion, bro, look, if I was one to make laws, I'll make it a law that after you reach a certain age, you have to like redo your whole driving test and get like an eye vision test and a reaction test. Guys, when I got this Honda, right, and I was getting the tag for it. I went to the DMV, right, bro. There was this lady, which I'm praying for her. I hope she's doing well and everything. But there's this lady that she couldn't even walk. Like she's like guys, like let me skip the line. Like I can't be standing. Like and then she's talking to the guy because she's talking to the lady like doing the tag. And then she's like, I'm not gonna lie to you in Spanish. She's like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't even know how I'm driving. I can't even walk. And she's just laughing. And then everyone's like looking at each other in the line, and we're like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean? Like, dude, like, like, I get it, bro. Like, look, once again, I'm praying for her. Like, I'm praying she gets better. I will never wish bad on anyone, but that's the problem. Because now our lives are at risk because some person can't see, can't react in time, doesn't know how to drive, doesn't know how to do this, and then you're getting in the car crash. You either are getting fucked up or your car is gone. You know what I mean? Like, dude, it gets to a point where, like, I'm sure it's common sense for old people to. I'm sure a lot of old people out there have you know their son or daughter or maybe granddaughter that could drive them around or maybe get an Uber, right? Or I don't know. Like, I'm sure there can be programs built for it because, dude, like a lot of the time, like, dude, a lot of accidents are caused by unnecessary stuff, and this can happen anywhere. But in Miami, it's a big problem, bro. Like it gets to a point, bro. Like you have like 90-year-olds driving when they shouldn't even be driving. You know what I mean? Like and God forbid, but anything can happen. And then, bro, your life is at risk or your car's at risk. Like it's like, bro, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. They buy the armored truck from GTA 5, the what's it called, the Night Shark, and the Insurgent on the highway, bro. Does the choppy aim session usually mean a better PM? 50-50. 50-50. Banning old people is crazy. No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. You're probably saying that now until God forbid, but what if something happens, right? You're probably gonna be with me as well. Dude, you gotta think about it, bro. Like I get it. And maybe I know there's a lot of older people in here, and I don't mean to disrespect you guys, but you know what I mean? Bro, like if you're not physically right to drive, you're not only putting yourself at risk, because God forbid something can happen, but you're also putting other people at risk in the road. Worst case, just call someone to drive you somewhere, or have Florida or anywhere make a program that if you gotta go somewhere, a bus can pick you up, or a van can pick you up, or a car can pick you up, or whatever, and they help you because God forbid something happens. You know what I mean? I get it. You guys might disagree because dude, like everyone should have equal rights to drive and everything. And I'm not saying no, but I'm just saying it gets to a point that maybe you're 90 and you are healthy. I've seen 90-year-olds out there that are healthier than 40-year-olds, right? That's not bad. Just retake the driver's test. Make sure that you're capable of driving. Like everything is a-okay, like a double check, right? You can never be so sure. Because, dude, once you get your license, that's it. You just keep it. That's it. You know what I mean? Exactly. Exactly. What's crazy is new. Exactly. Like if you're gonna renew your license, retake that driver's test. And it doesn't have to be like, oh, what do you do at a red light? No, like actual like eye test, physical test. So you know that you're healthy when you're driving, so you don't put yourself and others at risk. Because dude, I've seen so many good cars go to waste because people just can't. And it could be a million other reasons, but that's a big reason in which I disagree on. You know, like you know, do you even have lessons for driving? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, bro. At least in Florida, or at least in Miami, the driver's test for to get your proof for a license is the most stupid thing ever, bro. They make you drive in a straight line, brake. You brake, that's it. Like, dude, what? Like, there's no actual skill going into it. Damn, why is the PA so bad today? We don't know, but hey, at least we're cash, we're not red. You know, that's always good. Pilots have a strict exactly because dude, pilots. I mean, dude, it's a fucking airplane. You know what I mean? Cars should have the same thing, bro. It's the same. It's a vehicle. It takes you from point A to point B. You know what I mean? There's risk around it. Dude, it's like, bro, we dump and then we pump it up again. Like, what? If I'm in the UK, and going through insurance to get a car fixed because some old guy ran me off the road with my suspension. You see what I mean, bro? Dude, you guys don't understand how many close calls I've had with people in Miami, mainly like older people. It could be anyone, but you know, typically it's older people. And then like I'm like honking at them. I'm like looking at them. I put my window down. I'm like, yo, like what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like I look at them. I'm like, yo, like what are you doing? And they look at me. They're like, huh? They look like a lost puppy. I'm like, bro, like, do you even know what what you even doing right now? Like, do you even know that you're driving right now? You know what I mean? Like it gets me so mad because I'm like, I roll my window. I'm like, yo, I'm honking. I'm like, yo, like, what are you doing, bro? Like, bro, like you almost just crashed into me. Like, God forbid anything, you know, anything could have happened. And then they look at me with like a face of like, huh? I don't know what I'm doing. Like, bro, like what? Like, get off the road. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it's so stupid, bro. Look, let me see if I can find like a gif of how they like. I don't know how to search up like. Look, they look at me like this. Look. They look at me like this. Literally like this. And I'm hung. I'm like, yo, like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, what do you do? Get off the road. You know what I mean? Like, it gets me so mad, bro, because like, dude, like cars is one of our most prized possessions, and it could be gone in just a second because of someone doing some stupid shit. You know what I mean? It gets me so mad, bro. It really does. But yeah. Time, dude, it's already 12. What the fuck? I'm never on live for this long. Not that's like that, Nico, bro. Like, bro. But no, guys. Seriously, I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long. The market isn't really doing much. I'm probably gonna take like a little breather, you know, get some fresh air outside, probably get something to eat. And if I see something show up, if I see something show up from the PM session, we could try trading it and get a trade going. If not, we come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is OPEX, so I don't know how tomorrow's gonna go, but we'll see. All right, guys. But no, seriously though, for now, I think it's best if we just stay off the charts for a little bit, you know, take a break. And if we see something later today, we can always trade it together. You're not trading tomorrow? Not bad. Not a bad idea. You're good. So no live anymore. I don't know. I don't know. I can go live, but I don't know. I'll see. All right, guys. But I will be on tomorrow. I will be on tomorrow. All right. But yeah, guys, other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get off. I don't want to hold you guys in here for too long. We had a pretty good talk, pretty fun. I like today's stream, although we didn't take a trade. Um, Once again, if I see something for the PM session, I'll let you guys know beforehand. I will alert it. You guys take the trade. You make money. We're happy. All right, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna go get something to eat and just see what the market has to offer. All right, guys. Peace out, guys. Take it easy. I'll see you guys later in the chat. If not, I'll see you guys in the live trading tomorrow. All right, guys. Take it easy, guys. Peace, peace, peace. Peace, guys. And YouTube, guys, hopefully you guys were able to enjoy the stream. This stream was more of a podcast rather than a live trading stream. Unfortunately, we didn't get any trades today because the market was super choppy, but it's okay. You know what I mean? It's totally fine. I will be active later in the premium. So if you guys do want to join, click the link in the description and I'll see you guys in the winning side. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get off now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in the stream unless you guys join the premium. If not, I'll be active in there. All right, guys. But yeah, other than that, guys, I'll see you guys later.